بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
Now the next option is we can use something called OSPF metrics. We can influence the OSPF cost based on the third option, that is auto reference bandwidth. Like the default reference will be 10 to the power of 8 divided by bandwidth, which means it's going to use 100 Mbps, the default reference, divided by whatever the bandwidth on the interface. So whatever the bandwidth on the interface based on this. So we discussed the drawback with this one is whatever the speed you are using. Let's say if you are using 100 Mbps or 1 gig or 10 gig or even 100 gig, the cost values will be derived as one only. So that is a default behavior. So what I want is I want to change this default reference with some other value. Like I want to scale for high speed links. So what I can do is I can go on to the router and I can change the auto cost reference bandwidth option. So with this option, what I'm doing is the default reference, which is taken as 100 Mbps divided by bandwidth. So I'm going to change this value. So like if I'm changing the value as auto reference bandwidth, instead of setting to 100 Mbps, I'm going to set it to something like 100 gig. Like here, this is actually 100 gig. Now in this scenario, the link will scale, which means now I'm going to set it as this Mbps. Instead of 100, I'm just changing it to 100 gig. So when you change this, automatically now, depending upon the calculation, if you are using 100 gig link, so obviously the cost will come to 1. And if I'm changing, if that particular link is 40 gig, then the cost value will come to 4, depending upon this calculation. Again, you just need to calculate this Mbps. You just write down that, and 40 gig, you write down that. Basically, the calculation is something we don't need to really worry about this, because at the back end, the routers will do this process. But when you change the reference bandwidth to this value, so these are the possible cost values we get. Like for all 100 Mbps links, 100 gig links, the cost will become 1. And for 40 gig links, the cost will be 4. And for 10 gig links, the cost will be 10. And of course, for the 1 gig link, the cost will be 100. So based on this, we can change. Like, let's say I'm going to the router and I'll try to make some changes here. Okay, so as per the default values, what I discussed, so let's go and quickly verify this. So what I can do is the default reference will be 100 Mbps. So in this scenario, I want to change the default reference to 100 gig. So probably 100 gig means we need to say 100 and then probably 3 zeros. And again, when you are verifying this, make sure that you are verifying not on the packet tracer. Packet tracer, as I said, I verified that. It's not showing me the exact values. So I have loaded this in my GNS3 topology here. So what I did is, if you just go and verify, I'm saying router OSPF 1. Let me first remove the configuration, what I did. So if you go and verify show IP OSPF interface brief, you can see the default cost values, like the serial link have the cost of 64 and the fast Ethernet link have the cost of 1, right, based on 100 Mbps. So I'm going to change this reference to 10 gig. So how to change? Auto cost reference bandwidth, and I'm going to say 100, probably 100 gig. Again, this value we give in terms of Mbps, remember this, and which means if I'm giving this value, it's like 100 gig. And once you change these values, if you say show IP OSPF interface brief, so our verification is on this link, fast Ethernet link. So as per the fast Ethernet link, normally any link with a fast Ethernet, of course you don't have that here, the cost value will goes to 1000. And that's what you can see here, 1000. So similar way, if the link speed is 1 gig, in that case, the cost value will be 100 here. Okay. So again, Cisco recommends to use this OSPF reference bandwidth settings on all the routers, again in the enterprise network. So if you're using the first option, like I discussed, there are 3 options we discussed previously. So in the first option, again, the problem is it is going to consider the interface bandwidth. but based on the 10 to the power of 8 divided by bandwidth option. So which means up to 100 Mbps link, this is good. But in your production network, if you're using anything above 100 Mbps links, then again, either you change the reference bandwidth. So default, it takes 100 Mbps. So you can change this to 100 gig also, like we have seen just now. Or you can go and manually set the cost values on each and every interface. So again, the cost values in the first and the third case, like in this example or in this example, it is going to consider the interface bandwidth. So depending upon that, but only the difference is the reference values will change. So here it is 10 to the power of 8 divided by bandwidth, the default, or you can change to 100 gig also, like we did just now. Or you can simply go and set the cost. When you are setting the cost, it's like the manual cost. Basically, it is going to use the manual cost on each and every interface. So depending upon the options we use in our network configurations, the cost values will be derived